Focus on these two right now because this is going to be on your test.
Alright, 4 and 5 I'm going to do for y'all because we did not talk about this at all this year yet. This is something y'all did cover in Algebra 1, but I'm going to go through it quickly here just to refresh y'all's memory. We're trying to figure out what type of data fits this the best, so let's go ahead and put this in my stat plot. I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you how to put this in because we just did a video on that. We are going to go to Stat. We're going to go to Edit. And we're going to clear out everything here. To clear, one more time, we go to L2 and press Clear, Enter. Then we go to L1, press Clear, Enter. That's how we clear. Any other way messes things up. Go ahead and put my X values. 0, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter. And now I can put my population in, my L2. 250, enter, 330, enter, 580, enter, 800, enter, 1650, enter, 3000, enter. My lines are level, means we probably put them in right, unless you forgot a 0 like I did earlier. And I forgot a 0 here, so that's 3000. Glad I looked back. If you notice when I'm putting these in, the numbers were growing pretty fast. That should be a hint about what type of function or what this could look like. To look at this data, so we can figure out what type of equation we're going to be best fit, we're going to go back and turn my stat plot on. That's the blue key and the y equals key. Turn that plot 1 on, so plot 1 off at this point. Press enter and go ahead and turn it on. Now whenever I press graph, oh, my line's in there from the previous, I see one of my points. First, let's go ahead and delete this. And now I see one of my points. Oh, actually, I see 2 of my points. Let's go ahead and try to see all the points. So let's go to zoom. Since we did stat stuff to put it in here, we're going to go to zoom stat, press enter. There are all my points. They rise up like this. It kind of looks like that U-shaped parabola that we talked about earlier, but it's actually not. It's growing a little bit faster. See how it's nice and flat and then faster and faster and really fast curves up? There's nothing that hints that it's going to turn up. That's exponential. And one of the reasons that I know it's exponential, not quadratic, is my answer choices. None of them are quadratic. We have linear, linear, and exponential. Exponential is whenever the x is on top. It's actually an exponent. So I'm going to say this is exponential growth. And for exponential growth, I'm going to do the same thing for stat. So stat, calculate again, and I'm just going to try to find exponential growth. The only ones I think we do in this class are linear, quadratic, and exponential. The rest of them, it doesn't really matter as much. So there we go, exponential regression, press enter. I'm not going to predict anything in the future, so I'm not going to store it in Y1. So I'm just going to press enter a bunch of times, and there it is. And you see it's a times b to the x. There is your a, there's your b, and then there's your x up there. My a is 215, my b is 1.65, and my x is of course always x. Has to be that one right there.